And you know what Mayakoba means?
Mayakoba? No.
No.
Mayakoba, it's in a Mayan language and means village over the water. That's what Mayakoba means, village over the water.
Village over the water.
Yes, and now you can see the reason of the name. This canal was before Mayakoba was built, and this water is brackish water. That means it's a mix of salty water coming from the ocean and fresh water coming from the cenotes. You know what is a cenote?
No.
No?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Swim in them.
Oh, cenote.
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 Cenote. Well, the cenotes are natural formations. They are underground caves with fresh water. That's a cenote.
Oh, cenote.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
We went to Garden of Eden cenote.
But here,
Yes.
in the normally you go to swim to the cenotes, but the cenote here is only for viewing. But it's very good.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And the resort has been around for 7 years?
No, this resort is the oldest here in Mayakoba, Fairmont, and actually in 1 week is 20 years.
Oh, 20 years?
Yes,
The
20
resort?
years. This resort, yes, is the oldest and biggest.
Wow.
20
Yes,
years.
20 years ago.
Wow.
Next week, actually.
So before Xcaret?
No, sir, Xcaret is on the other side.
Yes.
But Xcaret have like 18 years, 16 more or less.
Okay.
Yeah, this was before Xcaret, yes. Mayakoba, actually. The first thing here was the golf course. That was 22 years ago, actually. Yeah, the first thing was the golf course, and after that was the Fairmont, the first resort here in Mayakoba.
Okay. More than I thought.
Copiado,
I would
copiado,
never
16,
guess.
voy pasando
I
la
wouldn't either.
tortuga
I would never
hacia...
guess.
Copiado,
20
¿por dónde
years.
vienes? Voy pasando justamente la tortuga.
And the water
hacia
is so
Ponte
clear, huh?
16, sí,
Yeah.
Banyan Tree.
Look at this.
And is all the waterways natural?
It's half and a half. The canals was before, but they mainly made bigger the canals.
Oh.
And this is brackish water. It's a mix of salty with fresh water. The fresh water is coming from the cenotes and the salty from the ocean.
Okay.
Here on my right side, right here it's the presidential suite. The name is La Tortuga Suite. It's like a private island, and over there is the backyard and the private pool of the room. The
Oh.
presidential one. La Tortuga, that's the name.
The turtles.
That's right.
The turtles?
Yeah, tortuga means turtle.
Tortuga turtle. Okay. So we're also learning Spanish here, I guess. Tortuga, turtle,
La
good.
Tortuga, that's right.
Okay. And so, are there crocodiles in here?
Yes, but only baby and young ones. When they grow up, they are relocated to a better place for
relocated.
them and for safety. So
Okay.
no big crocodiles on these canals. Only baby and young ones.
There's your golf course.
Yeah.
Here we can see two different kinds of mangrove. On my left, that's the red mangrove. We call the spider legs mangrove, that one. And on my right, the small roots at the edge, that's the black mangrove. In front of us is the golf course. That's the number 16 hole. And the
Oh.
name of the golf course is El Camaleón, the chameleon.
Yeah, chameleon. I'm gonna play today. I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just agreed with a few guys.
Okay, good.
A very nice course.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, the ladies PGA is coming.
Latest PGA coming.
Yes,
in
2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the last year was very fun. I was only 1 day, but yeah, it was really good.
Okay.
There are two iguanas actually, one here and another one. The first one, that's a female iguana, and the other one you can see they have spikes on his back. That means it's a male iguana.
Ah, male
And
one.
normally they are bigger, the males obviously.
Uh-huh. With the spikes.
Yes, if you see an iguana with the spikes on his back, that means it's a male iguana.
Okay.
Now we are at the Banyan Tree area. This is a different resort here in Mayakoba. And on my right, those are the Banyan Trees villas.
Oh, it's a different resort?
Yes, sir. We have 4 different resorts here in Mayakoba.
Oh.
Oh.
So which one is the nicest?
Fairmont,
I
obviously.
knew you were going to say that.
I don't want to lose my job. No. Fairmont is really good, but I think the fanciest is Rosewood. Yes. But Fairmont is very good for families. It's very family friendly.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and for example, here in Banyan Tree, all the rooms are villas.
Villas.
They don't have like normal rooms.
Okay.
Only villas here in Banyan Tree. And it's an Asian-inspired resort. So that building in front of us is the Saffron. That's the name of the Thai food restaurant.
Oh.
It's a Thai food restaurant.
Wow.
And the rule is always the main chef is from Thailand.
Aha.
Here on my right, that's the spa. And those are the spa treatment rooms.
So this is where you go, guys, no?
No,
We went to Rosemont.
Oh.
Rosewood.
Rosewood.
Rosewood. I would not guess also that so many buildings here.
Yeah, me neither.
They are hidden, like, right, in those bushes.
Right. Even
Here on
like
my
right
left
here.
side, that's the main pool area. On my left side too, as well is a Tomahawk. It's a steakhouse. And here on my right is Cello. It's an Italian restaurant.
Over here.
That's right, sir. And this building is the lobby and main building of Banyan Tree.
Uh-huh. Wow. It's nice.
Yeah. No idea.
Come. Mm.
No, when you come in the front gate, you don't realize that there's 4 hotels in
Oh,
here,
yeah.
right? One
know.
gate, 4
Yeah.
hotels.
Yeah. This is nice.
Yeah.
So, and this what the whole complex belongs to what? To one owner?
Yes, the complex, yes.
Okay, the whole complex belongs to. Oh.
Comenta, me da chance para salir.
So, what's the busiest month or season? What's the season? What's
November, December. That's a high season here. Almost every year we are full book at November and December.
November, December.
Yes, sir.
So, New Year you celebrate a lot.
Yes, that's right.
Huge celebration, right?
Yes, sir.
Ah.
Yes, actually, like 1 week before the Thanksgiving, we are like 40, 30%, and days before the Thanksgiving, we are full booked.
Oh.
Until to January sometimes.
So, what's the temperatures in let's say 1st of January?
It's almost the same. Here it's always hot.
Like here, like now.
Yes. Yeah, maybe a little bit colder, but like 8 degrees less,
Okay.
maybe.
So pretty much the same year round.
Yeah, here we only have hot with rain, and in in September, October, we have the raining season. So it's hot but with rain. And in July and August is the hottest season. The
Hottest.
hottest day of the year, so it's really hot.
So it sounds like beginning of November would be a good time to come.
Yeah, because I think
Not high.
yeah, it's not
crowded.
high season. Yeah, it's not raining.
Okay. And how big? How many acres or hectares is the?
622 acres.
Acres.
Acres, yes.
300 hectares.
622.
300
Yes.
hectares.
And
Oh, okay.
almost the half of the property is like that, untouched.
Untouched.
Yes.
Oh. So only 300 acres or so is developed.
That's right.
And so this is their building for probably cameras, right?
Hacia
For
la
golf,
Tortuga y
to
la
film.
Laguna,
Oh
pendientes.
yeah.
Getting ready for the ladies.
Yeah, yeah,
PGA.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
This is for the cameras to put it. Okay.
They're getting ready for the tournament.
Oh, Women PGA.
So it's pretty shallow everywhere. How deep is the?
Around 7 feet more or less. Now actually the level of the water is low. It didn't rain too much the last year, so now the level is low. You can see, for example, on this pylon, you can see like the normal level. We are like maybe 1.5 feet lower.
Oh, not so much.
No, not so much.
So,
Here, for example, you can see the normal level on this wall.
oh yeah, on the wall.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
see the normal level.
So, what the most dangerous animal species you have here for humans?
For humans.
We need to avoid in what is that? Would be
well,
dangerous.
Maybe a boa.
Oh, like
What's-
a wild boa.
Boa constrictor, snake.
Yes, well,
Oh,
not
boa.
constrictor, but yes, boa.
Just
It's a
boa.
snake.
Yes, a snake. Here I can saw 2 times. One boa is around 3 meters,
Oh,
like what, 9 feet more or less.
Oh.
And that was a young one. So
Oh,
a young one.
yeah.
Okay.
Here we are at La Laguna area.
Yeah,
That's the
this is a
adults only
nice.
pool.
This is at the
That's
pool.
La Laguna restaurant, the Mexican
Yeah.
one. Next door, this restaurant is Bassano. It's an Italian restaurant. And here is the main pool, the kids pool, and some hot tubs as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been here several times already. A nice place, nice
very
location.
nice. Yes. Yeah, nice eating over the water,
Mm-hmm.
lighting at night.
Yeah, that was a beautiful spot for our dinner.
Oh
the
yeah,
other night,
yeah.
wasn't it?
And great idea to put, you
Yes.
know, these, what do you say, docks
No docks, yeah.
in the water. Yeah.
Good idea for these boats. Little tour around.
So, Doyle, if I and Holly may ask you, what you would say to people who want to qualify for such trips?
Oh,
What you would say? What you would say from this trip? What we can bring message? I'm curious. What's your message would be?
I think, I mean, all the trips are so nice,
Mm-hmm.
right? Just different countries, different, cultures. But the neat thing about the business, aside from the compensation, right? Everybody's interested in the money,
mhm.
right? What they can earn.
Mhm.
But the trips themselves are amazing benefit. So be able to push and fight to qualify for these, you get to be in a class of people that, I don't know what percentage, but a small percentage of people that get to travel like this and live like this is really unique. So to be able to fight for and work all throughout the year to have a 12-month business is critical.
12 months.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Critical. My dad would say, if it were even a 6-month business is good, right? But it's like a ski business,
Mm,
resort,
yeah.
stays open only
Yeah.
6 months
Oh,
a year
yeah.
or something. Our business is not like that. Our business is year round.
Yeah.
So be able to qualify for 12 months as a founders is a real solid business.
And you, Holly, if you would need to say about this trip, so what you would say about that trip? Oh, that's nice.
I think the best thing about these trips, you know, you invest yourself into them and you earn them. And when you earn something, it means more to you because you know what it took to get you there. And for me, the best thing about these trips is getting to be with the people like Gilvanus and Dinah and getting to have dinner with Doug DeVos, you know, in resorts like this that you would never come to on your own. It's just amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, relaxed environment.
Wow, look at these guys.
This, yeah. This is something new?
Yes, sir. Now we are at the Rosewood area. This is a different resort.
Different resort.
Here behind us, those are residences. One of that house is around $5-6 million. And those are hotel rooms. When you check in on one of these rooms, they bring you by boat. So each room has its own dock. The room is connected to the land in the front, so you can walk or bike. But the check-in and check-out is by boat.
Oh.
Unique.
I can zoom in.
Wow, look at the sides.
Interesting.
Everything's got a different feel, different look.
Yeah, good different ideas. Look how clear water is. I'm going down.
Oh, yes. It's a unique combination to have like fresh water and salt water together. This right here?
That's a presidential suite.
We should book that next time, Zilvanus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Turtles, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice turtles, the family.
Sunbathing.
Warming up.
Wow, this is nice.
You know, the great thing about these two, like Holly was saying, on these trips is that, you know, once you qualify and then you continue to qualify, right, you get to see the world. And that's one of the great things about either Latin American market or European market is that you get to go many different places around the world. And every market is different. So North America is unique as the original market to go to Hawaii every year.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But when you build more of an international business, you get to see the world, much more so.
Like you guys, you do.
Yeah.
The next trip you will have, what, Barcelona gonna be?
Yes. We'll be in
Barcelona.
Barcelona with you.
Oh, yeah. This
right?
is.
I mean, it's unique that we're going at the
This is
same
kind
time.
of coincidence.
Two different markets.
Same hotel.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And if we weren't on this trip together, we weren't, Holly and I.
Yeah.
If it was Steve and Cecile, for example, you may not even know until we got there.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Huh?
Yeah.
So, but if you would, a suggestion or maybe your thought, how different is, how different are the level of success? I want to ask, is it a different requirement, let's say, to have a first type of level of success, let's say, whatever, silver in our business, it takes different attributes to go to silver, and then from silver, let's say, emerald, diamond, or is it kind of the same habits you need to have? What do you say? Is it some differences in here?
I think it's more the same than different. you know, because it's simply adding some more legs and helping some more people get to platinum level, Founders Platinum. So I think the basics are the same, foundation, but your mindset definitely changes, right? The more levels that you move up in terms
So
of
mindset changes.
leadership,
Yeah.
legacy, you know, how you work with people, but probably 80% is the same.
So you say mind change, and you said leadership. So is it leadership required already in the beginning of the path of this road journey, or is it you just need to have it some kind of leadership at some particular level? Let's say, I don't know the level, but is it required in the beginning, the leadership skill? No.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. I think the more skill sets you have, leadership being one of those, definitely serves you better as you get started, but it's not required. No.
Okay.
At some point, you're going to be a leader because you have to be a leader to build a team.
Yes.
And that's one thing we teach. It's a skill that you can learn and
Yeah.
develop.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first step in being a leader is leading yourself, your own schedule,
Yeah.
right? Your own ambitions, but then the next level would be leading other people as well. But I think, you know, once you become an emerald and diamond, you have a heightened awareness, a heightened skill set, more so working with people with all different personalities. So while it's not required in the beginning, and you could say it may not be even required so much as an emerald, because you have upline that is covering you leadership wise, but it's definitely a advantage.
Okay. So then we could say that the higher level of success is more psychology, like
Probably, yeah,
than physical action,
yeah, oh yeah,
Like mindset.
mindset.
yeah, I think
Mindset.
so. Yeah, because I think, you know, we've had people that have reached diamond level or even above that would say, you know what, I'm not really a great leader. I don't understand even the business compensation plan, all the different elements. It can be complicated a bit, and that's a good thing, because Jerry Meadows would say the more complicated it is, the more money goes to the people who actually do the work, right? It's designed that way. But some people, you know, maybe personality-wise, their head can't get around that as much, and there's trust, right? That everybody, that the plan is going to work for those who work the plan the most. And if you have strong leader in your upline, you may not feel the responsibility to take on so much leadership, but it's always a benefit.
You said trust. Trust in what? You don't have trust in what?
And trust in the business itself, in the model, in those that are managing it, so the DeVos Fernando families in our case. But leadership overall, trusting in people, right? That they do what they say they do, that they're authentic, right? That they're honorable. I think those things.
Yeah, but nevertheless, you guys, you have a huge chunk of experience, history behind, and you have created probably the greatest the system for leadership. But though so many people, they go past, let's say, platinum, even emerald, the attend system, they get the same knowledge, the same sources, everything is the same. So what's, in your experience, is the biggest, you would say, maybe hurdle, anchor for those people? Why they stopped moving? They moved, they have the same source, everything the same, and some they stay and some move ahead. What's your experience?
I think it depends upon the person's, you can say their goals, but some people who stopped still had, maybe at Emerald, still had a goal to go diamond, right? But they never got there. So I think it's a lot about their work habits. You know, for example, our best example was Dexter, our dad, who was very ambitious, very strong work ethic, no matter what success level they had. But it was also mindset. You know, he would say, I always think of myself as being broke, right? And so all the more reason to be able to continue working all the time. Rich and Jay were a lot like that as well. And I think, like Holly's parents, you know, grew up in the Depression era, and they always, it's hard for them to get out of that mindset. So they're going to save all the time, right? They're going to continue to work, versus maybe people in our generation that didn't experience those kind of tough times. But I know Tim Foley, for example, who, you know, built a business in the U.S., started out, but, you know, probably the biggest part of his business is Latin America. And he always had a strong work ethic too. Maybe that came from some of his growing up where he was adopted, and maybe felt like he always had to prove himself, you know, and so some of that has to do with mindset, and maybe how you're raised somewhat, the principles that you that were passed on from your parents maybe, or from a leader that you were close to. I think ambition, work habit.
So let's cover ambition, because like I have that kind of feeling in our short experience of time in this business, working with people, that they first point they lack, because ambition is equal motivation, some kind, at least short-term motivation. I want to prove,
right?
Which okay. In my experience says that ambition is what I see. Those people who stuck, I don't see in them ambition high enough, you know, to do.
Drive them.
Yeah, because they had before that work ethic. They were working hard, like, you know, giving hours. That means they can do that. And probably Dexter would say the dream, which is ambition probably.
Yeah, I think so. The ability to be able to want more, do more, have more.
Yeah.
But you know, the work ethic for some people is that it's very good when they have a job, because they're not the ones that set the parameters, right? They just know, hey, it's 9 to 5, whatever the time frame is. I need to be here 5 days a week, 6 days a week, and they just settle into that. It becomes habit. But then, if they're on their own, if they're an entrepreneur, if they're not setting those parameters themselves as guidelines, right, then they can kind of go back and forth, be a little wishy-washy, you say. So I think that's that work ethic, like we've seen with Dexter, like Tim Foley, like other people who have continued to build a bigger, wider business. Work ethic is a big thing. But here's the thing I think too, come to learn, is that motivation is kind of comes and goes. Right? For people. Discipline, I think, is a more telling skill. They have the discipline to stay at it all the time. Good times, bad times, you know, good days, bad days, all those kind of things. They're still working, setting their pace.
Discipline
is important.
How do you create discipline? How do you create that type of discipline? Is it, what do you think? What could it be?
I think that it can be taught. You know, like for example, if your parents are very disciplined and they teach that or require that of you, challenge you, then you can be that way. I kind of liken it to, like Steve. In the beginning, we'll talk about how undisciplined he was as a young boy, right? And he was the one that allowed his older siblings to do the work, right? And he was the one that ran from the work more and played. But as time goes on and responsibilities increase, you don't want to be that way. You want to be the guy that shows up rather than escapes. And so that for us really was because of the example that my parents set, more so. And they didn't escape. They didn't go play all the time. They had a work ethic, and they did play some, but it was within kind of the parameters of work. So I think it can be learned, right? It can be, you can be born with that depending upon maybe your personality. Right. But if you're going to be at all successful to a high level, discipline has to be an important part of that.
Okay. But then what would you say to people, for example, there are, I'm meeting people very often, they would ask, okay, give me exactly instructions, like, algorithm. Because they would support this idea. Yeah, when you go to gym and you wanna get a shape, then there is algorithm. There should be algorithm. Give me algorithm. You saying those principles, okay, makes sense. Like how to get disciplined. Give me algorithm. 1, 2, 3. What you would say to respond to such ideas, to such requests? Give me.
I would say set your schedule yourself. So, like I said earlier, with a job, the boss sets the schedule, the owner sets the schedule, right? Here's what you're going to be required to do. And they lay out a time frame, 9 to 5. For example, they create a job description, all these things that a business needs to operate with, right? Structure the organization. Do that yourself, right? Set, like for example, one thing my dad would say, he would say, carry a notepad like this around all the time, right? And the night before you go to sleep, set your schedule for the next day. Now, some of that's already set way in advance, right? Maybe a week or two in advance.
Yeah.
But look at it, plan it, make adjustments, tweaks, because then when you get up in the morning, you start off immediately with what the schedule is, right? If you don't do that, it could be noontime. If you're an entrepreneur, it could be noon, after lunch maybe. It's relaxed in the morning, and then, I need to do this or that. Maybe it's just 1 or 2 things. But how much more can you accomplish if you have your day already set and you go out and you act upon that schedule? Maybe there's not a whole lot planned, but maybe if you set a goal for, I'm going to make 10 calls, or I'm going to go out and see people, meet new people, it's a plan, right? So you have to have a plan. The saying is that, plan your work and work your plan, right? And most people fail to plan. So the plan is critical.
So this trip we're approaching, okay, but so this Diamond Club was a lot of the topics, a lot of next generation, young generation. What you could, suggest to the younger people, not the second generation, but to the younger people in the business?
Starting out where their first generation is, like any business owner, I think, is focus on your business, build a significant business, and then when you start to have a family, you don't think about those things 20 years in advance or something, right? But you'll have the business in place so that you can continue the legacy when you do have kids, and then you're the example. They see that, they want to have the same kind of freedoms and lifestyle, and many of them will gravitate towards that, want to be like you, live your life.
Thank you, Holly Doyle. We had a great trip and a little bit chat here. and I hope we will make some material out of this. So we gonna be enjoying the last 2 days, today and tomorrow.
Yes,
And tomorrow.
And then yeah, okay. Thank you so much.
enjoyed it.
It was a great trip, great chat. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.